Dinamo program to increase the supply of low-cost energy. Here I propose a Dinamo program as a systemic solution to the demand for more low-cost energy, which is currently unmet and will be even more so in the future, a reason for a declaration of multivariate national emergency. First emergency. Energy costs in Italy are 20 to 30% higher than in competing industrial nations. If we do not lower them in useful time, the fate of the Italian production system is deindustrialization, with the consequence of national impoverishment. The theoretical time needed to repair this competitive gap is short because the impact is already evident despite the government's efforts to mitigate it. The calculation of the time needed to repair this gap, computing the potential of the solutions combined with their implementation, identifies 7 years to obtain more energy at lower costs, that is, by 2033, but starting immediately. Second emergency. Calculating how much more energy will be needed in the near future is complex in terms of precise estimation, but simple in terms of trend. Much more will be needed. Computing centers for artificial intelligence services will require enormous volumes of electricity, as well as water, compared to today. The arrival of large quantities of robots for industrial automation has uncertain timing, but it is likely not long, adding another segment of energy demand with costs that must be minimized for commercial and financial competitiveness. To this must also be added the need to adapt to non-brief heat peaks, which require the creation of vast microclimatized environments and efficient temperature regulation in homes. Already with current heat peaks, blackouts are observed due to excess electricity demand not covered, a sign of an ongoing emergency. Third emergency. This concerns the need to reduce costs for Italian families in non-inflationary ways because they are structurally undercapitalized. Energy is a direct cost to which an indirect cost assimilable to inflation is added. In summary, 3 serious emergencies already present and at risk of worsening have a single solution, namely Dinamo, with the following mission. A. Abolish, through suspensive acts, all bureaucratic constraints not substantially justified for the installation of energy sources. B. Adapt electricity distribution networks to an increase in demand. C. Concentrate investment capital through the PPP formula, that is, public-private cooperation, to provide adequate scale to the increase in the potential energy supply, particularly electricity. This recommendation is compatible with A. Mobile, formula of energy mix, fossil, nuclear, renewable, hydroelectric, geothermal, etc. Where a slow reduction of fossil sources is foreseeable, a gradual increase of next-generation nuclear energy, and a very rapid increase, because the technology is already mature, of renewables, as well as more precise maintenance of hydroelectric power, broader exploitation of geothermal energy, and innovations encouraged by the availability of investment capital. A preliminary simulation by my think tank Stratamatica shows that in 7 years the result of more energy at lower costs is achievable, but on the condition of structuring Dinamo as an interministerial coordination program with special emergency powers.